Hi, I'm here with James Bartle from Outland Denim. How you going?
So good, Amanda. It's nice to
Good.
be chatting to you.
Yeah, how are you going? How are you finding business and life in these crazy, uncertain times?
Yeah. Oh, well, gosh, it's a definitely, definitely something that I guess none of us have experienced. So it throws a few curveballs at you, but we generally, I think, are weathering it, as well as you could hope to. We've seen an increase in our online sales, and we've got such a great support base and network that really have gathered around to support our business and the impact that it can have. So I think we're not the greatest example of what's really happening out there at the moment. We feel somewhat protected from it.
It's really beautiful to hear that, though, that the businesses that have got such beautiful missions in place and are supporting communities during this time are being supported, in
Yeah.
turn by the community.
Well, I think it's these kinds of times really that bring the best out in people as well. So we're all in it together, and um, we do need to make a decision as to what businesses we want to see on the other side of this. And here in Australia, after the news was announced by the federal government that mass gatherings couldn't happen any longer, and it started to get really real for us. Our headquarters, which isn't a store, we have a warehouse attached to it where we ship our online orders, but we had consistent customers now walking up, knowing our headquarters is here, wanting to buy products from our headquarters. And we saw that as a direct result of a community going, we want you to be here when this is all over, and this is how we can show you our support. So we're really encouraged. And in fact, we think it probably just creates a stronger platform for us to work from on the post-corona side of this.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so, considering it's Fashion Revolution week, why does Fashion Revolution matter in the current crisis to you?
I mean, we needed to change so badly from what we were. What fashion had become. It's one of the most intimate pieces of or things you will own. That you touch every day, and it can have so much meaning, but we had lost what it really meant to wear something that we enjoy so much. And for me, personally knowing so many of the people who make our clothes and the impact that our clothes that we wear and purchase have on them, and the ability that our clothes have to change their life for the better or the worse, becomes, I guess, a real driving motivation, knowing that they can change their life for the better. And I've seen the proof of it over the last 10 years being working in this industry, seeing how clothing is probably the ultimate industry, to fashion being the ultimate industry, to be able to change some of these terrible things we see happening around the world. And at the root cause of all of these things, poverty. And poverty exists because of lots of reasons, but one of the major ones being that we aren't able in the West to pay what things are worth, and treat other countries and their resources, in particular their human resources, in a way that they deserve to be. So Fashion Revolution Week to me is very meaningful, and something that I 100% endorse, and see the impact of what it's had internationally. No matter where we've been in the world and selling our products and moving into markets, Fashion Revolution Week seems to be there ahead of us, and really paving the way for brands like us to be able to have a voice as well. So it's huge what is achieved during this week.
It's so exciting. It's so cool to hear that it's been a really transformative time for Outland Denim as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just further proof, isn't it, that I think that the world are ready for brands to be produced in a way that represents our own personal values. And if we can produce in that way, and we can be a part of a solution to a huge problem, then I think most of us want to be a part of it. And Outland Denim is just one of the brands that is making way for that to happen.
Yeah. Oh, cool. At a time when we've got no control over so many things, you're so right. This is something we can control. We can contribute to brands like yours and be part
Absolutely.
of the change.
Yeah, no question. And I think, with what we're experiencing with COVID-19 as well, and the economic challenges that we're all facing, we have seen, on an environmental level, social level, and economic level, but on an environmental level, we've seen the positive impact of something like this. On an economic level, we've seen absolute devastation. But like I've been saying for a number of years now, brands that don't move into the space of having a positive impact as a result of being there won't exist in the future. And it's things like COVID-19 that really will wipe a lot of amazing, great brands out, because of the severity of what's going on. But I believe that brands that have this kind of impact have some level of recession proof, and we're all exposed to the challenges for sure. But when you see the community gathering around to support a brand like we're experiencing, I think that's pretty incredible and very touching for us.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, cool. Thanks so much, James.
No worries at all.